Another cup of Maxwell House coffee, George?
Sure. Pour me a cup, Gracie.
You know, Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
And that drop's good, too.
Yes, it's Maxwell House Coffee Time, starring George Burns and Gracie Allen. With yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the music of Meredith Wilson and his orchestra, Walter Tetley, and our happy postman, Mel Blanc. For your Thursday night comedy enjoyment, it's George and Gracie. And for your everyday coffee drinking enjoyment, it's Maxwell House. The coffee that gives you so much more for so little more that it's bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee in the world. Yes, Maxwell House. Expertly blended and radiant roasted for rich, mellow, extra flavor. Maxwell House, the coffee that's always good to the last drop. As we look in at the Burns home today, we find Gracie on the telephone talking with her friend Blanche Morton.
I'd love to go Christmas shopping with you, Blanche, but I've already spent the allowance George gave me. Oh, sure, George will give me some more money. All I have to do is tickle him in the ribs with a gun. Say, Blanche, how do you get money out of your husband? Wait on him, huh? Bring him his pipe and slippers. Well, I've never tried that pipe and slipper routine on George. Maybe it'll work. Uh-oh. Here he comes down to breakfast. I'll try it and call you later. Goodbye.
Good morning, Gracie. Breakfast ready?
All ready, darling. Sit down and let me take off your shoes.
I just put my shoes on.
Don't argue, dear. I want to wait on you. Bring you your slippers.
Gracie, let go of my feet. Gracie!
There. Your shoes are off. Now, where are your slippers?
I don't know.
Neither do I. What else can I do for you?
Not a thing. I'd like to eat my breakfast.
I know. I'll bring you a pipe and fill it with tobacco.
I don't smoke a pipe. I smoke cigars.
I'll fill them with tobacco. That stuff they're filled with now is awful.
Just relax.
I love to wait on you, dear. Where could those slippers be?
I don't want slippers. I want a couple of fried eggs.
Won't they be awfully messy to walk on? You better wear slippers.
I plan to eat them.
Eat the slippers? Oh, now, George.
Look, let's start all over again, shall we? Good morning, Gracie. Breakfast ready?
All ready, darling. Sit down and let me take your shoes off.
My shoes are off. I'm ready to eat.
You going to eat with your feet?
Yes.
Let me feed you. I love to wait on you, dear. Would you like something on your bread, maybe marmalade?
Marmalade is fine.
Or maybe you'd rather have jelly.
I love jelly.
I can open some preserves.
That's okay.
Maybe you'd rather have peanut butter on it.
I'll eat it raw. With nothing on.
Oh, George, you'll get cold.
Just hand me the bread.
Here you are. I love to wait on you, dear. Would you like your eggs fried?
Fried is fine.
Maybe you'd rather have them boiled.
I love them boiled.
I can poach them.
That's okay, Poach.
Maybe you'd rather have...
Look. Just chase a hen in here and I'll have to live with her. A little better than that, of course. Why do I get all this special attention this morning? You must want something.
Me? Want something? Do I get it?
That depends. What do you want?
You're all I want, George. Big, sweet, handsome, generous you.
I'm generous.
Well, your heart is so big it bulges right through the front of your coat. I love that bulge, dear.
That's not my heart. That's my billfold.
Love that bulge. George, you must be carrying a lot of unnecessary things in your billfold. Let me see it.
There's nothing unnecessary in there. Here, look for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Just as I thought. Sentimental stuff. Pictures. I'll just take these and frame them for my room.
What pictures?
These pretty little pictures of Abraham Lincoln.
Put those back. You want pictures for your room, use one of me.
Ah, you're right, dear. Who cares about Lincoln? You're the man I want to frame.
I believe that. What do you want with this money?
Well, it's almost Christmas, sweetheart.
Never mind the soft soap. You're not going to sweetheart me out of my money.
Oh, but you're my little Saint Nick.
You're not going to nick me out of it either.
But, George...
I'll answer it.
Good morning, Mrs. Burns. Here's your mail. Oh. It's you, Mr. Burns.
It's me, Mr. Postman.
This presents a humorous situation. I'm delivering Mrs. Burns's mail to Mrs. Burns's mail. That's a play on words. M-A-L-E.
I know. I get it. I used to be in vaudeville. Got top billing over Dainty Marie. I see the joke.
Then why don't you laugh? You don't know how it feels to tell a joke and not have anyone laugh at. Yes, I guess you do.
Never mind. I don't feel very gay right now. My wife wants to go Christmas shopping, and she's been trying to get money out of me.
She never gives up, does she?
How about you? Has your wife started hitting you for money yet?
No, same old reason, just for fun.
I mean, has she been asking you for money?
My wife never asks me for money. We operate on a strict allowance plan.
That's a good idea.
Yes, she allows me 10 cents a week.
You mean she takes charge of your check, Mr. Postman?
Every payday. It's kind of silly to call it a civil service check. Once she's got it, she isn't civil, and I get very little service.
I guess it's the way with most women. The husband does the work, and the wife gets the money.
Yes, you lucky exception, you. Well, goodbye, Mr. Burns. Remember, keep smiling.
Here's the mail, Gracie. Where were we before the postman came?
Oh, I was trying to get some money to buy you a Christmas present.
Oh, yes. Look, I gave you money for my present just the other day.
Oh, that all went for overhead.
Overhead?
Yeah, I bought myself a new hat.
It's nice overhead.
And besides, dear, it's no fun if the husband just gives the wife money to buy him a present. Then she doesn't feel like it's from her. It's better if the wife can work for the money.
Then why are you trying to get it out of me?
Well, if you don't think that's work, you're crazy.
Well, you're not getting any, kid. I gave you some money, and if you spent that, you're out of luck.
All right, if that's the way you feel about it, I'll just go out and earn the money myself.
Don't be silly. How could you earn money on your own?
Well, there are lots of ways. For instance, thousands of people are clamoring for electric refrigerators. I'll go out and sell those.
Where will you get the refrigerators to sell?
Or I might sell homemade pies.
You'll make the pies?
Yes. My family still talks about a coconut pie I made once. It had the loveliest brown crust. It looked just like a basketball.
The crust was shaped like a basketball?
Sure, to fit the coconut.
From the rolling hills of New England to the mountain-bound Pacific slope, from the moss-hung roads of the deep South to the endless Middle Western plains, this is a day for Thanksgiving, a time to say thanks for big blessings and small comforts, when feasting and good cheer, warm fellowship and generous hospitality are all a traditional part of the American scene. The makers of Maxwell House are glad that their coffee, too, is a real part of the American scene on this Thanksgiving Day, and they hope that their unceasing efforts to bring you fine coffee will continue to add enjoyment to your Thanksgiving and to every day throughout the year.
So I've decided to earn my own Christmas money this year, Meredith.
A splendid resolve, Gracie.
I still say it won't work.
Well, perhaps I can offer a few suggestions. Back in my hometown of Mason City, Iowa, I engaged in many business ventures.
Oh, what were some of them, Meredith?
Well, when I was 7 years old, I entered into a contract with the Oh-So-Blue Bluing Company, whereby if I sold 1,000 packages of Oh-So-Blue Bluing, I would get a cowboy suit absolutely free.
Oh, and how did you make out?
I have only 10 packages left, so I should be getting my cowboy suit any day now.
Ought to look great on you, too.
Well, then later,
Ought to look swell.
George, all I wanted to say was that a little later I became the agent for a feed guaranteed to put weight on a pig, and another feed guaranteed to make a hen lay eggs. But apparently I got the feeds mixed up. The hen put on weight.
And the pig?
Just sat on a nest with a strained look on his face.
I've had enough. I'll leave you two geniuses alone.
To continue, Gracie, at the age of 10, I traveled the state of Iowa demonstrating goose grease, but I had very little success.
Oh, no one wanted you to grease their goose, huh?
No.
Meredith, you've got me interested in selling, but I noticed you did most of yours when you were a child.
Yes, most companies have found that the greatest sales appeal is possessed by children under 12.
Oh, darn it. I should have started 5 years sooner.
Gracie, perhaps you can go to a nearby school and hire some lad to do your selling for you.
Say, that's a good idea. Now, let's see. What can I have the boy sell?
Well, here's a box of George's favorite cigars. I'm sure you'd be glad to get rid of those.
Oh, yes, Perfecto Royales. And they'll give the boy a ready-made sales talk. You know, they took a poll of 100,000 doctors, and 90,000 used Perfecto Royales.
Really?
Yes. The other 10,000 still use ether.
Well, good luck, Gracie.
Thanks, Meredith. I'll go right over to that school in the corner and pick out my junior salesman. How do you do? Are you the gentleman in charge of Professor Abercrombie's school?
Professor Abercrombie's Progressive School. And I am Professor Abercrombie, A.B., Ph.D., LL.D., B.S.
What a strange way to spell Abercrombie.
Those are my degrees.
Oh. I suppose the children are busy studying their lessons now.
Lessons? Oh, we don't give children lessons at a progressive school. It might warp their little personalities. We let them make their own decisions.
Uh-huh. Isn't that a little confusing?
But not at all. This morning, 900 out of 1,000 students made the same decision.
What was it?
They decided to stay home.
Well, what I came to see you about, I thought one of your pupils might be interested.
When I catch you, I'm going to kill you.
Oh, my, who's that?
Oh, that's Willie Walsh. He's chasing the janitor again.
Yeah, when I catch you, I'm going to kill you. When I catch you, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. You hear me?
He will, too. He's a progressive little fellow.
And you won't stop him?
Oh, gracious, no. He might sulk. And now, what were you saying?
Well, I thought one of your pupils might... Oh, what was that, Professor?
I presume that the children have blown up one of the classrooms. Either the third or fourth grade. Both groups are very progressive.
Oh, Yes, they must be.
Ah, what a pleasure it is to encourage the impulses of these little ones, to watch them bud and blossom. In the years to come, I'll visit them and see what they've made of themselves.
But it's such a long trip up to Alcatraz.
You lack the progressive attitude, madam. Now, what were you saying?
Well, I thought one of your pupils might like to work for me today and make some money.
Oh, I know just the lad. I'll have him sent in. Will you send Charles Miller into the office, please?
Now, just why did you pick him,
Oh,
Professor?
young Charles is a very, very ambitious lad. Already he has a thriving little business of his own.
Oh, how wonderful. What does he do?
He's a bookie. Gives all his little playmates track odds.
My goodness. You let him take bets on the races?
Oh, a child must not be repressed. I'm here to help him develop his personality. Also, I've had 3 straight winners. And here he comes.
Oh, he's a cute little tout.
Hello, Charles.
Hello, stupid.
Charles, this lady has a business proposition for you.
Let's hear it, lady.
Well, now, I'd like you to sell these cigars from door to door. Then meet me across the street and we'll divide the money.
Okay, you got a deal.
By the way, Charles, did that explosion take place in the 3rd grade or the 4th grade?
The 3rd grade.
Thanks.
You're welcome, stupid.
Well, there goes the 4th grade.
Oh, this is too progressive for me. Let's get out of here, Charles.
Yes? What is it, little boy?
Look, I've been to every house in this block. Won't you please buy these cigars, Pop?
I might. What kind are they?
Perfecto Royales.
Ah, my favorite brand. How much you asking for them?
$1 for this box of 50.
Say, that's a bargain. At the store, they cost me 3 cents a piece straight. Here's your $1 and here's a dime for you.
Thanks.
That's all right. I believe in helping all youngsters who get out and work. Yes, sir, there's nothing like honest work. Everybody should have a job.
What are you doing home this time of day, Pop?
Goodbye, son.
Hello, George.
Oh, you're back. Where have you been?
Out earning my Christmas money. I'm on the road to my first million.
How much have you made?
50 cents?
Well, you're practically there.
Oh, all successful business people start at the bottom. Look at Sears and Rowe.
Sears and Rowe?
When they started, they didn't have a buck to their name.
Good luck, kid. I'm going up and shave. Will you put this box of cigars away for me?
My goodness, you've got a lot of these cigars, haven't you?
Yes. I'm laying away a supply for the holidays. I expect a lot of friends to drop over.
They will if they smoke those.
Well, put them away for me. I'll see you later.
Put them away. I'll have Charles sell them. Hey, wait a minute, Gracie. These cigars belong to George. Have you the right to take them? Well, certainly I have. When I married him, I promised to take them for better or worse. And I'll never find anything worse than these to take them for.
It all depends on you, Meredith Wilson and his chiffon music.
I've got another box of cigars. Do you think you can sell them?
Sure, I found a sucker who really likes these weeds. He bought the whole last box.
Oh, gee. I thought my husband was the only one who liked them that well. Tell me something about this man.
Well, I knock on this door, and out comes a funny-looking little shrimp
Uh-oh.
with a pot tummy
Uh-oh.
and big feet.
Uh-oh.
And he buys the cigars and gives me a dime tip.
Oh, for a minute, I thought it was George.
I'll be right back, lady.
He's a bright little fella. Go into the business with him.
Hi, babe. Going my way?
Oh, why, Bill Goodwin.
Gracie, I didn't know it was you.
Oh, shame on you honking at girls.
Well, I washed my horn this morning, and I can't do a thing with it.
Bill, where do you take girls when you pick them up?
Well, first, they always want to go to a drive-in. I have yet to pick up a girl who isn't hungry.
Oh, they're not hungry, Bill. They just want to get hold of a knife to defend themselves.
Not true. You out for a little fresh air, Gracie?
No, I'm here on business, Bill. I'm trying to make enough money to buy a Christmas present for the most wonderful man in the world.
Oh, Gracie, just send me a card.
Oh. No. It's not for you, it's for George. What do you think would be a nice present for him?
Well, let's see. Why don't you get him a new shaving mirror and paint it black?
But if I paint it black, he can't see himself. He might cut his throat.
Well, if he keeps on seeing himself, I know he'll cut his throat.
You're no help at all, Bill. You just haven't got the Christmas spirit.
Well, I have too. I've spent the whole week choosing gifts for my 3 best girlfriends.
Oh? What are you giving them?
Well, the first one's crazy about perfume, so I went to every exclusive gift shop, but I just couldn't find a scent exquisite enough for her. Finally, I got it.
Oh, I'll bet it's imported from France. Is it Carnet du Pau?
No.
Suivez-moi?
No.
Nuit du Noël?
No.
Well, what is it?
Maxwell House Coffee.
Maxwell's Coffee.
Oui. The odor is exquisite.
Ah.
Maxwell House is rich, mellow, delicious, the result of careful selection and blending of choice Latin American coffees, radiant roasted to perfection.
And what about the second girl?
Well, I'm really doing right by Helen. She gets a cup full of rubies.
My goodness.
Yes, the first girl's name is Ruby, and Helen gets a cup full of her Maxwell House coffee. Maxwell House is the very best in coffee drinking pleasure. Yet it costs but a fraction of a penny more per cup than the cheapest coffee sold.
Oh, well, you don't have to tell me about the third girl. You're giving her Maxwell House coffee, too, huh?
No, Gracie. I asked her what she wanted for Christmas. She said she wanted a wife.
Oh.
So on Christmas Day, I'll drink a cup of Maxwell House coffee and let her wife. Maxwell House is bought and enjoyed by more people than any other brand of coffee at any price. Everybody knows Maxwell House is always good to the last drop.
Well, your Christmas shopping seems to be taken care of, but I've still got a little problem.
You certainly have, and I hope you find the right present for him. So long, Gracie.
Yes? Oh, it's you again, son. Got some more of those cigars?
Here you are, Pop. $1 a box.
This is great. How can you sell them so cheap?
I got a dame supplying them to me. She probably swipes them from her husband.
Yeah. Some women are really married jerks.
Yeah.
They certainly do. Well, here's your $1 and another dime for yourself. Now, don't spend this dime foolishly. If you hang on to your money, you'll grow up to be a substantial citizen like me.
Here's your dime back, Pop.
Goodbye, son.
Oh, George! He must be upstairs. My goodness, another box of cigars on the table. I wonder if George could be making these himself. Sure, that's it. No wonder he offered to clean the turkey yesterday. He needed the feathers. Well, back to business.
Another box?
Yeah. Do you think Pot Tummy will buy them?
Sure, he's loaded.
Well, at least he has an excuse. My husband buys them when he's sober.
I'll be right back.
Another box?
Sure, the dame's husband hasn't caught on yet.
She ought to be ashamed of herself, stealing her husband's cigars. A woman who will steal cigars will steal other things.
So what?
So ask her if she'll steal me one of her husband's white shirts.
Okay, Pop.
Okay.
Well, what do you know? There's a box of cigars on the mantel I overlooked. Well, here goes. If this keeps up, I'll be richer than Doris Duke.
More?
Sure.
They keep me on the run. I'll grab a sandwich before I sell these.
All right, I'll go home and look for another box. Oh, darn it, I can't find another box anyplace. The gooses stopped laying the golden eggs.
Hello, Gracie.
Hello, Goose. George.
Say, I had a couple of boxes of cigars around here. What did you do with them?
What did I do with them? What did I do with them?
Yeah, what did you do with them?
I smoked them.
That's ridiculous. You smoked all those cigars, you'd be unconscious.
How do you know I'm not?
Now I'm stuck. Look, I'm going to give you exactly one... Come in.
Hey, Pop, another box of those... Oh, hello, lady. What are you doing in this house?
Leaving it. Goodbye.
Come back here. Do you know this lady, son?
Sure, she's the dame who steals the cigars from her jerky husband.
That's you, George.
And then she brings him to me and says, here's another box to sell to old Pot Tummy.
That's you, too, George.
She takes 50 cents and I take 50 cents.
So that's how you're earning your Christmas money. Selling me my own cigar. Making 50 cents on every box.
Yes, dear.
Paying this innocent child 50 cents to sell them to me.
Yes, dear. That was a mistake. It'll never happen again.
Come in.
Want to buy a box of cigars, Pop? Only $1.
Gracie, you're selling them now?
Well, sure, this way I keep the whole $1. I cut out the middleman.
I get it.
Join us again next week. We'll all be back. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Meredith Wilson and his orchestra. Yours truly, Bill Goodwin. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show is written by Paul Henning and Keith Fowler. Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 preferred brand of coffee.
Always good to the last drop.
Well, I'm glad you're out of the tobacco business, Gracie.
Oh, but I'm still going to earn my own Christmas money. I'm going to give Spanish lessons.
You know Spanish?
Oh, sure, I know a whole sentence. No voy a tocar el piano hasta que ponga usted carbón en el fuego.
What does that mean?
That means I will not play the piano until you put coal on the fire.
But nobody would ever say that.
Oh, no? What if President Truman and John L. Lewis happened to meet in Spain?
Get Bird's Eye. Get Bird's Eye French-style green beans. Delicious young beans as garden fresh as if you just picked them off the vine. Yes, wonderful eating and trouble-free. All washed, trimmed, and cleaned for you. Stringless, too, and cut French style. One box serves 4 people. So get Bird's Eye French-style green beans tomorrow, but be sure it's Bird's Eye, remember.
It can't be the same if it ain't got that name. Get Bird's Eye Frosted Foods.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.